and go. Yes, we're on. How's everybody doing? Welcome to this evening's live, or it could be this afternoon's or this morning or whatever time it is in your place. Wow, I'm getting so much echo. Okay, now I'm better. So tonight we would like very much to introduce to you guys our Patron community. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Patron, but Patron is a platform that allows creators to interact with people who like their creations. And we've had a pretty awesome experience in the last couple of months, or actually in the last few months, using this platform and interacting with many patrons who joined our community. And there's lots of stuff going on there, lots of knowledge exchanged, lots of material being shared. And we think this is, one of the most important things in Agroforestry. We need to start, spreading out and exchanging knowledge with people from all over the world to hear from their experiences and to share ours. And so we really believe in creating these communities that will continue to bring agroforestry material and regenerative farming material to the world. So this evening, we're going to present to you the Agroforestry Academy Patron community. And if all goes well, we're going to bring one of our patrons here for him to tell a bit of his experience in our community. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. So, do you want to add anything, Gennaro?
Yeah,
I'm speaking here to bring him in the call.
Yeah, well, like Felipe said, it's so important for us to share our experiences, right? We're professional, food producers. We work in agroforestry systems for a while, and so we can teach you a lot of the principles. We bring to you, a lot of our experience, but it's so enriching, the interaction when we start interacting with people from all sorts of different climates as well, and all of the experiences abroad and abroad. We can help you out. We share. We've been helping the patrons, and one of the things that's really warming to our hearts, like when we post a video and we get a nice comment, people appreciate the content. With the patrons, these people that have been through this, they've appreciated the content, they've taken the next step, and the interaction is gone to another level. And we've got the Discord group, and in the Discord group, what's impressed me is how much everyone supports. Everyone else is chipping in, and it's just become a real wealth of community, and that's just warms our heart, because we're fulfilling what our mission was. Our mission is to help other people produce in intelligent and enriching ways. There's agroforestry all around the world. Here in Brazil, we have a little twist to it where there's the tropic side of things, and people have really been searching for some of this information. It's been lost in translation a little bit. So we're really glad that we're able to help so many people, from all around the world. The amount of positive response we've had from Vietnam, from Russia, from India, New Zealand, the US, and Portugal, and so many other countries, and and Spain. And then you guys have really taken it off in the Discord group, and we have to thank all of you patrons that are in there, doing it with us.
Yeah, go on a bit more. I'm just trying to get things done here, so that cool. I can start sharing my screen soon.
Well, like Felipe said, we're here to introduce the Patreon program to you guys. The Agroforestry Academy has as a principle and as an aim and as a mission to bring to you guys, all this content and keeping it free. All right. So the best of our content is still free. The core of our content is still free. We're actively working on producing a 2.0 version of our course. We already have a free course online in our YouTube channel, the 5 modules. It's a basic course, but it talks about, most of the principles, everything. If you follow the course, you'll be able to go home and produce, using Agroforestry principles, and it's free. And we want to keep it that way. So we really appreciate, the people that have joined the Patron program to support us. Okay. It is as little as $7.90 a month. And this support helps us to keep, helps us to keep the core of our content free. It helps the channel to stay alive. We went for 2 years producing content without the Patreon program, and then thank God the Patreon program came to help us, to better the content in ways of like better the camera and the editing software. We're off the pirate software and things like that, you see. And we want to prepare the 2.0 course. So we really, appreciate any support. And like I've said in the past, maybe $7.90 to you might mean like a $70, if you're out in India or in another country where the currency is not favorable. So, but if it is a possibility for you from where you are, if $7.90 for you is viable, and and you are looking for more information, you want to tap into our content a little bit deeper, it's a way of you supporting us and having, so much back, because, as you're supporting us, we recognize that, and we've got so many things going on for the Patreon teams. It's not like the core of our content, but, the interaction is on another level. You see, once you join the Patreon, you unlock the door for the interaction with other patrons, so other people that are committed. And that's more enriching than what it may seem like. And also with ourselves, with the Q&As and a whole range of things, we're always thinking of new ways of interacting with the patrons. So every month we have new little things going on. We have loads of surprises because it's our pleasure to interact with the patrons. So once you're there, the $7.90, you unlock the door where we can be interacting, on a deeper level. Felipe, I believe he's got a plan, to share his screen and take us into the platform and, show a little bit about a little bit of what goes on the other side there.
Yeah, I'm gonna show to you guys what happens in the Patreon community and what you get access to by joining us. And so I'm gonna share my screen. People on Instagram, if you're here, go to the Agroforestry Academy YouTube channel, smash the like button for us, because that is the best way you can help us to spread the word. And in YouTube, you're going to get access to my screen. So, if you want to check out what's going on inside our Patreon community, go there right now. I'm going to start sharing my screen. You've got exactly 37 seconds to be there. So back to YouTube. Let's go. Desktop 2, share. All right, so we are inside our Patreon platform. So here's one of the things that you get by joining us in the Patreon community. First of all, you're going to get access to all of our videos 2 weeks in advance. So there are a couple of videos here that are not yet available in our YouTube channel. So you get to take a peek inside everything sometime before everybody else. So that's a bit of a treat. And with each new video that we release, we are also releasing some additional material, some extra content to add to the value of the video. So for example, there was this video about what to do with your pineapple plant after harvest. I don't even know if this one is in YouTube yet. I don't think so. So we added an extra PDF here to help you with the pineapple slip selection. When you're selecting plants to replant. So, just adding lots of stuff. Sometimes we add extra videos. You will participate in our Q&As. If you haven't watched, last Saturday we had a live Q&A with our patrons. The Q&As are live on YouTube, but our patrons send in questions in advance. You can see here in the screen all of the questions that some of our patrons asked. Not all of them. There's some more here. So, you know, they ask questions in advance and we answer them in the live Q&A. And we choose to do it live because for people who cannot participate, take part in the Patron community, at least you get to watch. We answer the Q&A live. Maybe some of the questions of our patrons are your own questions. So, you know, lots of videos, lots of extra material. You get to ask questions also in every post that we make. You know, you can ask questions in the comment sections, make comments. So it's just a closer interaction with us. There are, for example, webinars that we've done in the past, and every now and then we're doing some bonus webinars live with our patrons. So not only you get access to the webinars that already happened, but every webinar that we do, every bonus that eventually we throw in, every event that we do with the Patron community, you'll be able to participate. So there's lots of stuff going on. And besides this happening in the platform, we've got Discord group. If you're not familiar with Discord, Discord is a platform for like a message platform. And so inside our Discord group, we've got several channels, and then whoever joins the Patron community will participate in the Discord group. So you get access to all of these channels, which are meant to help people interact with each other. So everybody who's in the community is able to interact with each other. We've got several channels with different topics so that people can support each other. And of course, we're here. So whenever we can, we're also tuning in and answering questions that other patrons might have asked. So, you know, people are discussing how best to plant seeds. They're sharing their experience of soil preparation, which species they're using. So just a nice interaction going on with people all over the world. You know, we've got patrons from New Zealand, from Florida, from Hawaii, from Spain, from India, from South Africa, from Scotland. We've got people from all over the world. And so it's pretty nice thing going on here. And we're about to try to bring somebody in, one of our patrons, so that he can share his experience. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen right now, and let's see if that's gonna work out. Yeah, I need a couple of minutes here.
Like I was saying, you know, what's really warming to this, and we're gonna ask, you know, our friend Gareth, which is about to come in, to speak a bit about that, how that interaction between it. But we feel like once you guys have committed to this, the level of interaction is really being impressive. It's blowing me away, you know, and how we help.
What's up, Gareth?
Yeah, the same out. Yes.
Gareth, let me ask you something. Are you on your mobile or on your computer?
It's a tablet, so Wi-Fi.
I was wondering if you could join Instagram as well as Zoom.
I've got it on in the background. I can try to run it at the same time.
No, it would have to be on a different device, I think. But that's all right, because we're broadcasting on Instagram and YouTube, but the focus is YouTube. So people on Instagram, once again, go to YouTube right now. We're having one of our patrons there, and he's gonna be sharing his experience. So yeah, check it out. Gareth, how's it going, man?
It's good. It's raining. We haven't had rain in a while, so I'm happy about that.
That's good. Why don't you start by telling people a bit about where you are based, you know, how you found the Agroforestry Academy and your experience in the Patron community, and what your plans are for your agroforestry life.
Right. Well, I'm in New Zealand, in the northern part of New Zealand, so we're kind of a just subtropical area. I'm really close to the coast, so it's like a marine type of climate. We get a little bit of frost a couple of times a year, but not too bad, so we can grow a few nice things like avocado and banana, but yeah, not getting into the more serious kind of tropical stuff. But yeah, so I just live on an acre with my family, and we have a few of our own fruit trees, and yeah, we've been trying to grow for a little while, but uh, I guess what I needed was people with real knowledge and experience, and so that I could sort of take it to a level where I might be able to make a living out of this, and kind of spread the word a bit, like demonstrate the kind of beliefs I guess I have, but that I haven't known how to put into practice. So coming along with to see guys who actually have the experience and can answer the questions that I have, and help with some real concrete procedures, and like exactly how to do things, is what I really needed, and what I why I really want to support the academy crew, because I think what they provide is such a valuable service to me, but also to I think the planet. But the more people that understand this kind of thing, the more we can influence the way food is grown commercially, and it's just, I just think it's a really worthwhile thing to support, just not just for me, but yeah, for the planet, I reckon.
Fantastic, Gareth. It's always great to see you, man. Every time we meet
Yeah,
up with Gareth, he smiles and everything, and we catch up. Yeah,
yeah.
nice, Gareth.
Well, that's what's so good about all this. I feel like I've got people that are on the same wavelength, and you don't always find that in your own neighborhood. So yeah, and now I've got a global network of friends who are on the same wavelength. That's awesome.
Fantastic. And your journey, Gareth, I mean, your journey really, you know, we spoke a lot about, what would fit your routine, right? When you joined us, you had a few possibilities. Basically, you explained to us about the neighboring kind of agriculture and the strategies. You wanted to do something different. You weren't sure, if you're going for animals or vegetables, or so we went through a lot of that, right? I mean, I know how much we've cleared a few things out for you, but
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that. I mean, where you were and how how things went, narrowing down to what you understand now, and the route that you're going to take professionally.
Yeah. So I live in an area which is is a horticultural kind of district. And so there's a lot of avocados grown in the area. It's kind of pricey land, so it was a little bit out of my reach, but I've been trying to, uh, I was trying to figure out how to get enough land that I could like make a business, I suppose, out of it, so that it's not just, um, you know, uh, for the family, but something that I could spend my time on, and get paid to do it, basically, so I can don't have to go to town and work in an office as well. But so yeah, I was tossing up different ideas, and we were trying to find land, and that not necessarily easy. It's a bit short supply, and expensive. So we tried different ideas, and every time we, you know, every idea that I had and brought to you guys, you always had like, all right, this is how we can do it, and some real definite ways to go about that, and setting me off to investigate pricing of things, and what resources I'll need, and who I need to talk to. So that really kind of just simple things like that sort of point you in the right direction, and gave me something to work on. It was really builds confidence and makes you feel like you can actually do this thing. So we've been through, like, chickens and vegetables was kind of where I was starting out, and that was talking about maybe doing a little bit at home, but also trying to find land that I could do that on, small enough land that I could afford. And yeah, I think it's evolved due to various reasons into now. I've got a position with a avocado orchard, which has kind of solved a lot of problems for me with the land. Don't feel the pressure to find land straight away now. I can work on has been a conventional avocado orchard, but bring in some of the practices that the agroforestry crew can help me to implement. And by doing, it's actually turned out perfect, because I've got the support of a commercial venture. So working on someone else's land, I don't have to fork out my own money to purchase land. I can work with them and but implement some of the ideas that I wanted to do anyway. And hopefully I'll be able to work with them for a while, and maybe in the meantime I'll be able to find some land that I can then use that experience to build my own business. So I don't know how these things. None of that would have happened if I hadn't started with the academy crew. It's just sort of cascaded into this great situation. But I think it's all because you start focusing more on a particular topic and really contributing a bit to it. So being part of the community, and it all just seems to fall into place, or it has for me anyway.
Yeah, our focus is always, to help you, to guide you, to make it a reality, right? I mean, like, your aim is to live off this. I remember we discussed so many possibilities. We brought you the options where you could, we've done some maps, and so it was a possibility to rent, right? To rent land and, like on a lease. So that was that option, and we were able to study that. We didn't go ahead with that. We found a nice property that fell through, but we kept on, touching in on what's the ideal situation, and then this came up for you where you managing this avocado orchard, and we're about to convert that right into like organic and agroforestry.
That's right.
That's really
That's
cool.
right.
So that's
you have
it.
a better memory of my own timeline than I do.
Yeah. No, I remember all the doubts, and how things developed and everything like that. And so what about the Discord group? I mean, I'm so like pleased. I say, like, my heart warms to see how much you guys help each other, isn't it? Like, you guys, maybe one of you ask a question before we've even had the chance to answer, because we give individual attention, and maybe we explain something to you, and then we get a duplicated question, and you're there ready to back the answer up with your other Patron partner. So so what do you find about the Discord group? How do you feel about being a part of that?
Yeah, it's great. It just gives you that connection to the, I guess, like-minded people who might have the answers to your questions, and if they don't, they're going to give you a suggestion or an idea that you can try. And it's a lot of us are still learning, but just by having someone to talk to, or to put a question out there, the right person will come back with some sort of suggestion, or sometimes a really definite answer. But I think it's more about just the friendships and the feeling that you're part of a group. And when you're just on your own, and you wonder what the answer is to some sort of question you have, you just kind of, it can take you a long time, or you might never find the answer. But when you put it out there to like people all over the planet, something comes back, and it puts you in the right direction, and you find out what you want eventually. So, but no, it's great.
One of
It's cool.
one of the great things about it is that, you know, I see that, especially you, I see that you're a person who is, you know, of our patron, you are one of the most active in the Discord group, and you're always answering questions and giving your opinion about stuff, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that I've learned in my years of teaching agroforestry, of helping, you know, other people do agroforestry, and it was kind of dawning on me today that I've actually worked with hundreds of farmers, and it's like knowledge only becomes concrete once you pass it on to somebody else. I remember several instances where I was teaching, giving a class, or talking to a farmer, and suddenly I have a click and say, oh, you know, like I'm teaching you something, but I actually, it dawns on me like the concrete knowledge of that in the moment. So having that sort of interaction, so, you know, you get newcomers in the group, people with less experience than you, and being able to interact with them and answer questions and exchange experience is also a great way to actually concretize, if there is such a word in English, but, you know, to make the knowledge really concrete and to kind of solidify it. You know, I think that's, you really learn once you pass the knowledge on to somebody else. So it's, I find that pretty interesting.
I do find that as well, that you know, you don't realize that you had that idea until someone asked the question, and then you come up with this thing, and you know I hope it's correct, but and sometimes you just kind of put it out there and hope that you're at least helping. But yeah, suddenly you think, oh, I didn't know I knew that, but there you go. And actually, I have seen you do it too, Felipe. You've gone, I've never said that before, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm always doing that.
Cool. Gareth actually took a step. We have 5 people on another tier of the Discord, you know. So there's the $7.90 tier where we interact. We have the Q&A. We have some webinars. We've got the Discord group. But, you know, and some people that, you know, want us to help them to make, you know, the professional business a reality. You know, a lot of them are trying to do something, getting something, you know, professionally, and or you know, something or on a different scale. Or so we've got 5 patrons on a next level tier. You know, it's called the sapling tier, and this tier actually permits you to have like monthly, hourly calls with us. You know, we say an hour, but we're always quite generous about the hour, because, you know, we love to chat as well. It's a pleasure for us to be there. And then, you know, other than this hourly call directly, that, you know, that's when we do most of the, you know, understanding and directing the next steps for that month. We meet with everyone again every month. All the 5 people that are on this other tier, these guys, they have another, you know, 3.5 hours with us together on a one-on-one, and that's when everyone meets each other and everyone shares with each other at what stage their project is. And this is where everyone learns. So we have individual hours with our patrons, and then we have, you know, a community hour where each value that we gave to each one is shared, and then that is really enriching. And
it's,
you know,
important to say that that tier, I mean, we're talking about that tier, but that tier is closed right now, right? Just so we don't get
fully booked.
People's expectations high, because the idea actually in the beginning was to have small groups, because we really want to. No, I'm saying that because we might soon be opening it up another group, right? So it's important for you guys who want to take like a step further. There will probably be this opportunity soon. So you guys should certainly be in tune for it if you want really to consider agroforestry on a professional level. But the great thing about the sapling tier is that we chose to make a small group. Like, so we capped it at 5 people, because we really want to create a group that has intimacy, and so that each person knows the other one well, and they kind of become a mutual support group, so that they can all evolve together in their agroforestry project and exchange ideas. So it's like a closed group, 5 people. We're not bringing in more people. We might choose to open up a new sapling group soon, right, Gennaro? We discussed about that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
maybe
we're
gonna
happy
do
to
that.
help more people. Yep.
Yeah.
Want to
So for
dedicate.
now it's closed, but we hope we can open up another one soon. So you guys really, be in tune for that, because once we open up, we expect to also to close it very quickly, because it's also going to be capped at 5 people. So we really want to create these, intimate groups. We don't want to make it too broad, because then we think we lose a bit of the quality of interaction, right? So yeah, cool. Joe was going to join us, but I don't know if he will. He said he might join us. He said he can be free a bit. I invited him. The link is there in the Discord group, but I don't know if he's going to make it.
He was going to come in.
Yeah. So Gareth, tell us something. What was the most unexpected thing that you've learned or that you experienced by participating in the Agroforestry Academy Patron community? Hard question,
unexpected, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I had high hopes, and a lot of it it's all come true. But I think, I mean, I get mixed up sometimes between the sapling and the rest. So I don't want to be advertising things that aren't available to the normal crowd. But I just find that the generosity of the information and the amount of time you guys put into this is just, I don't know how you do it. It must be, I mean, you've just got so much information, and you always seem to have the answers that you're looking for. I don't know how you can store all that and have experience with all this stuff, but it makes it, it gives you confidence to go out and try things out and to move forward to the next sort of step, instead of just kind of thinking about it. So I think the amount of time you guys put into it, and the amount of information that you guys have available for us is just that's what's big for me.
That's awesome, and that was a great answer. It was better than
fantastic.
I expected.
It's a little bit of the processes we've been through, right? We've had to understand the possibilities, and to take to make our choices within our farms and to help others. We're in communities, locally out here, with a lot of, neighbors and friends that have different kind of systems. So we learn off each other out here, and since we've been doing it for, say, 10 years or so, we've seen a lot of experiences, and we've been through a lot of the processes ourselves. We've tried a lot of things that didn't work. So it's just a case of, if you can shorten that, and work with the processes that's best fit to you, if we can help you in that sense. I mean, that's what we hope to do. Just, sharing, because we are in a network out here in Brazil with a lot of different people, with a lot of different systems, a lot of neighbors, a lot of friends as well, a lot of communities that we're integrated in. So we're able to, sometimes even if it's not in our own farms, be showing you processes that happens, with our neighboring farms and other friends and partners from out here. So it's
Guys,
just great.
People in Instagram, head on to YouTube. We're always sending you guys a message, because sometimes we're not talking in Instagram. That's because we have a guest and he's on YouTube. We couldn't get him on Instagram. People in YouTube, hit the like button if you haven't yet. Please, we've got only 5 likes. We need to get at least to 10. 1, 2, 3, now. We had a comment from Govind108. He said, I want to join next group when you are opening up. That's great. Now, let me ask you something. Have you already joined the Patron community? We're going to explain it. We've got 2 tiers, right? We've got the seed tier, and then we've got the sapling tier. The sapling tier is the capped one at 5 people. The seed tier you can join whenever you want. There's no cap on that. So the best thing to join, for you to do if you want to join the sapling tier, is to first join the seed tier, because whenever we open a new group, we're going to open it to our patrons first. Whoever is already our patron will have priority in joining the sapling tier. So definitely go check it out. You will already get access to a lot of material. So that's what you should do if you haven't yet. Because sometimes when we got patrons and they have a name in Patreon and you have a different name in YouTube. So I don't know if you are already in our community. If you're not, join it.
Yeah,
okay,
tell us a
we
little
got
bit about
11
where
likes.
you're from as well.
That's what I'm talking about. One more than expected.
What was that, Gennaro?
Yeah, no, so the COVID friend of ours here on YouTube. If you want to let us know where you're from.
Did you say COVID, man?
Yeah. Almost.
Wow, that's already getting into people's subconscious. That's how powerful it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we love to get to know you, we love to understand, the situation that you're in, what is happening. We love to understand, what's the market like around your area, what are the possibilities. We love tapping in to understand, your personal situation. And then from there we can, devise a plan together,
Yeah, that's it. He said he's gonna join us there. We'll be waiting for you. Gladly, and soon you're going to be joining the Discord group and you'll be able to exchange information with other patrons with ourselves. So that's going to be cool. Anybody new in Instagram? Yes. Luke's thumb is green, just joined. Luke? Oh, yeah. What's up? I'm in Central Florida. That's great, man. What part of Central Florida? Let's interact a bit with people in Instagram. We have a couple of patrons we actually have a few patrons in Florida. We have Adam, who's in La Belle / Punta Gorda. And then we've got Anthony and Vince, who just joined, who are in Jupiter. You're probably around them as well, aren't you?
So that's it. Well, we've got a couple of patrons in Florida, and already that's adding value there to each other for them. And then, the same kind of climates, so one of them's in the bamboo business, and then the other one's thinking, oh, maybe I can, tap into a bit of bamboo. That's great. It's great.
So you're in Lakeland. That's cool, man. I don't know where that is, but I'm researching as I speak. Guys, Luke's and Brahim, who just joined as well. You guys, if you want, join us in YouTube. We're broadcasting that live there as well. And we've got a guest here with us. Gareth, how's your time, man? Are you free? Do you have do we have to let you go? Have you got a few more minutes?
Yeah, I got a few more minutes, but I will have to go shortly.
All right.
So we've got some our friend is from India, South India. So many people following us from India. That's really an honor, because the people in India, we know how professional they are about the agriculture. It's an honor to be exchanging with you guys out there. So it looks like you're into some serious business there. 1,000 cashew trees. Yeah, some annual black soil. That's amazing stuff. We've got some people
good stuff, man.
As well. Someone actually ripped off our course, right? In Russia. They took our course and they put their brand on it, and they translated it to Russian, and it got so many more views than in our own channel. And we just thought that was great, actually. Serious, Gareth. These guys in Russia, they took off the course, they put it there, and they put their brand on it. But it was amazing how much views. We were okay with that. We're okay with that because in the end of the day, we reach more people. People, they got infected, with the idea of
You should find out what the secret is.
It's just Russia. Russia, there's so many people out in Russia, and
and they've got nothing to do in winter but to watch YouTube videos.
They must love.
Yeah, my daughter's social media in Russia goes crazy. It's just a real big community. So if you put it in Russian, then you tap into a whole big wide community. English is still reaching
They
far.
actually dubbed the video. That was pretty cool. They dubbed the yeah, it wasn't the course, right? It was our food forest video.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I got a few
What else?
Russian
We've got some.
gardening books. Surprising just how it seemed like some of the first books I found in gardening were Russian. Maybe there's a big thing there for maybe home gardening or something like that.
Maybe.
And they like totally interesting ideas as well. Not as cool as you guys, but pretty cool.
Oh,
Cool. Really like to evolve. You see, when people support us, it gives us possibilities, of us evolving and actually try and get things into more languages, right? More subtitles, but all this is cost, right? So, as the academy evolves, as we receive more support, from the patrons, these are things that are in the pipeline. At the moment, we're reaching a lot of people with the English language, but we understand we can tap into, more friends, more agricultural, more producers.
Yeah, one thing that you can do if you guys want to support us, another way that you can support us is, because like Gennaro said earlier, we really want to keep the bulk of our content free for everybody around the world. So one thing that you guys can do, our channel is open for for people to contribute with subtitles. So, if you speak English and another language, your home language, you can create the subtitles in your own language. And so you guys can do that. That would be a great way to help us spread out the word. If you want to do it, just, reach out to us and we'll gladly give you permission to do that. And of course, the ideal would be, we've got our full Agroforestry course, the 5 modules that we have available in the YouTube channel. These would be the priorities to be subtitled in other languages. So, this is a great way. Maybe if you speak English and one more language, you can do that. That would be great help for people all over the world, right?
Fantastic.
We already have somebody, Brahim Jida from Montreal, said he speaks French and he's willing to help. That's great, man. If you're up to, you can, start subtitling our YouTube course. It's our Agroforestry course. It's 5 hours and a half long. It's 25 lessons. It should be pretty easy because the videos are all like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So there's no really long video. So, it can be done in installments. That's great, man. Maybe reach out to us through our email. Here's our email.
Yeah, that's such a good gesture, and it's it's a part of the tribe. This is what we're doing. We went for 2 years producing free content without a single penny of help. And don't get it mixed up. I mean, the Patron is not for us to put money in our pockets. It's to help us reach more people with more technology. So if you can chip in with that translation there, you're doing your part, man, to reach more people and take this information. Just other people can produce in more intelligent ways, right? Because we produce food, and we know how difficult it is. It's if you get things wrong, it can be unviable. People investing and not seeing their returns. And when you go into the pharmacy kind of agriculture, with the monoculture and other recommended by a lot of the government agencies, often you come to a dead end, right? So we really need to help people that have taken their choices, that are paying the price to be sustainable, right? So many people, they've left the urban centers because they really want to made that choice. You need better chances of survival. You need better chance, of hitting that right, because there's no point you wasting 5 years learning about the process and then understanding that, for you, there was another system that was more adequate, and, how you could have looked after your soil, with means that you will enrichen your soil by days that go by. So we need to help people that have been brave enough to make that choice. And, we need to show people that it is possible, and just basically, we just want to see it succeed, really, because we're all on the same mission, to have as much forest planted food for us, right? Because it's all about, producing food and enriching in ways that you will enrich in your soil. And that's what the system that, we work with certainly does. There's William Mensah here in the YouTube is telling us about, he's producing in Ghana, looking to start an installation, 15-acre lot in March. And he's got and will have laying hens as center of the operation. And this is what it's all about, William. I've got chickens. Felipe worked with chickens for many years. We've got other people developing systems in the Patreon account, for laying hens. But don't be, we've got to be really aware, because there's some alarming times for laying hen producers, chicken producers with the corn and the soya and, chicken feed going, hitting new record prices. So we really need to be very intelligent, and we're developing together, obviously, black soldier flies is a technology that does exist, but, we're developing, systems both in situ to jazz and also with another patron, Joe. We're developing systems with him, we're developing with him, his input and everything as well, on the black soldier fly system, where we're breeding larvae, we're breeding worms to feed the chicken organically. And this is key. We need to tackle this situation, because it's very alarming, and it's becoming unsustainable to breed chicken when you're having to go out and do it the conventional way, do it in ways that you're depending to buy the feed. We've seen a lot of people crash as it's gone up in the last few years. It's gone up 200% the price of chicken feed. And what will happen in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years? I certainly don't believe things are going to stabilize or prices are going to drop. Things will still increase. So we need to find out ways where we can, keep on feeding eggs and chicken meat in sustainable and enriching ways, right? And we'll do it together. I'm on the mission to do this, surely, because I've got the chickens, and other friends have chickens, and it's a personal mission to develop systems that will help us maintain, chicken production in sustainable ways and in profitable ways as it goes.
All right, guys, I think we can start wrapping it up. Gareth looks like he has to go.
Yeah, I probably should go. I wondered whether
All right, Gareth.
maybe being on was stopping Joe from joining as well. But anyway.
No, he didn't even appear, because he could join. We could be all four live, but he just didn't appear. So, yeah. Gareth,
next time, Joe will be here to share his experience.
It was a great thing that you joined us.
No, thanks
we
for
really
having me on.
appreciate your input.
Yeah, no.
And we hope to be sharing. We hope to be sharing some videos and some stuff of your avocado system soon, with the YouTube
Coming
people.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for everything.
Cheers,
you guys
man.
on Instagram. Gareth, big hug, man. See you next time.
Cheers, man.
I'll say, people in Instagram, you've missed out on Gareth. He joined us on YouTube. Technology, we're getting this up to scratch. So if you've joined and you've missed parts of the conversation, this will be recorded on YouTube. All right, so go there. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video.
Yeah, we've got 16 people watching now, but only 12 likes. Let's get that up to 16 at least, people. Guys in YouTube, come on, smash.
That's another way you guys can be. See you soon, Gareth. That's another way you guys can be constantly supporting us, because how the algorithms work with with the YouTube and everything. If you appreciate the video, like it, share it, because that will help us again reach more people. All right. And I mean, on a final note, just so you understand, the $7.90, there is so much added value to that once you join, and your journey starts there. But in other ways, that is a way of supporting us, and that is also another way of us guaranteeing that we keep on bringing the core of our material free to so many people that cannot contribute. All right. So if you're in a situation where $7.90 doesn't sound like $70.90 to you, and it's something, it's not going to make much of a difference in the end of the month, do support the channel And this is the best way, you can help us to keep on bringing videos on a regular basis with better quality, like we said, even with more languages and everything else that we have planned out in 2021 for you guys.
We just had a message here from Patrick. Patrick is our Scottish patron. That's good, Patrick, because I actually, when I was talking about patrons we have from all over the world, I did mention we had someone from Scotland. So there you go. That's Patrick on the YouTube chat. We're gonna help you with the accessing the Discord group. Don't worry, man.
Send you the link
Guys,
personally.
thanks a lot for watching. It was awesome. Next Saturday, there's another video coming for you. As always, check out the videos. Whenever you watch videos, smash the like button. Share the links with your friends. Do everything you can to help us spread out the word and bring this agroforestry knowledge to the world. All right, peace. I'll catch you all in the next video.